Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY and oh my goodness, I have the cutest craft to show you today. And you can take this idea and make it however you like. Of course, I'm making mine cream and a little more subdued, but it's really fun nonetheless. So what started me thinking about this project was that I was at Dollar Tree a couple days ago, well, I don't know, 5 or 6 days ago, and I saw this package of wiffle balls. They call them plastic balls. I also saw that they had a ton of this rope, and it reminded me of these ornaments that I made at Christmas time using wiffle balls. There's one. This is Dollar Tree rope. There's 2 different kinds, Dollar Tree lace, and then some of my vintage buttons. So this is what started me thinking. And then yesterday, I pulled out these eggs, these styrofoam eggs from a tub of Easter craft projects. And I thought, what can we make with the rope and these? So this is what we're going to be making, and I think it's pretty darn cute. We're going to be making, let's see, let me scooch over. We are going to be making some little Easter bunny, Easter eggs using that Dollar Tree rope. These are some little pots that I picked up at Goodwill for $1.19 or something like that. I have a few little bits of lace and ribbon, and then you can use any kind of pom-pom that you have on hand, but I'm all about using what you have. And yesterday I showed you this garland that I purchased at Walmart at the end of the Christmas season. It had been a tree garland or tree swag for, I don't know, probably 90% off, and it has all these little cream pom-poms on it, and I thought that will work. So that's the background. Let me show you real quick the ingredients, and then we'll jump right in. Okay, so I have floral foam. I have my little pots from Goodwill. I'm using some of these decorative shreds in a kind of natural brown color. We'll be using this little swag with the pom-poms. We'll be using lots of this. It's called Floral Garden Nautical Rope Cotton from Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure this came from Dollar Tree. I know for sure these came from Dollar Tree. We're going to be using some wooden dowels, my rope, some buttons, a miscellaneous bunch of different lace and stuff like that. You do need tape, and I'll show you why. And then the real star of this show is going to be your hot gluing device, because and you're going to use a lot of hot glue for this project. I'm using my Wonder Cool Shot Low Temperature Hot Gluing Device. It's under $10. It's a mini. It does have a cord. It's not fancy, but it works just fine. And you're going to get glue all over your fingers, but it is not going to burn you. So that's why I really recommend this. You could do this project alternatively with something like Eileen's Tacky Glue if you wanted to do it with your little people in your life. Okay, so this is where we're going. This is our baby. This baby is a girl, and I know her tail's her little fluffy tail's a little big. But again, I was just using what I had on hand, and I didn't want to have to run out to try to find some cream colored larger pom-poms. So that's our baby girl, and this is our mama. And let me just tell you this. I always figure out something that I would do different when I do these craft projects before I do them with you live. What I would do different for the mama is I would make the ears much bigger. Because the ears on this, believe it or not, are about the same size as the ears on this. So that's what I would do different. Otherwise, I do think it turned out pretty darn cute. And this is totally going to go in my decor. It's not going to look super childish. It's just going to look fun. I see lots of people hopping on. Well, hey, Deb from Kansas. Okay, so where should we start? Let's start with a mama. Well, this is going to be a papa. Okay. This is a, where's my ruler? Is it here on the table somewhere? This is a styrofoam egg that I'm pretty sure came from Dollar Tree, but you can find these at every craft store, and it is roughly, it's probably 4.5 inches from top to bottom. I don't have the packaging for that anymore. I'm sorry. So let's start with that and with the dowel. And these are just inexpensive dowels that I picked up at Walmart. Again, you can get these everywhere. And I am going to use some scissors and I'm going to put a hole. You don't have to put these on dowels if you don't want. They could just go in a dough bowl, but I want mine to be able to stand up. Pop some hot glue in there to keep it nice and stable. I don't know why I'm having such a problem with that going in. I didn't have any problems with the previous one. Let me try just popping off the end of it because that'll make it sharper. And then maybe I'll be able to get it in there better. I'm just going to pinch it and then snip it. There we go. Okay, so let's poke a little bit of hot glue in there and stick this in. Having the dowel in before you get started makes it easier to work with. And you would do the exact same thing for the baby. Okay, what I have found is that one package of this nautical rope, which is 6.8 feet long, is what you need for this project. It will do the whole thing. You're going to need an additional piece to create the ears. So let's do that. Okay, on the mama that I decided the ears were too short, I did 6 inches. So let's try Let's try 8. Okay, one thing with when you're working with this rope is if you just cut it, it's going to totally unravel. So the best thing to do is to use some tape and put it on there and then pull it really tight. And then cut in the middle of your tape and it won't completely unravel. And we're making 2 ears. I don't care if they're exactly the same length, but roughly the same would be good. The tape is going to disappear. So I see lots of people on, you guys. Oh my gosh. This, in case you missed the beginning, this is what we're making. Aren't they cute? I don't usually do a ton of bunnies. Where did my piece of rope go? Okay, I'm losing it. I know I just cut 2 pieces. I don't usually do a ton of bunnies, but, well, I lost it. Let's do one more. I don't know. So if you guys have questions along the way, don't hesitate to ask. I will do my best to grab them as we're going along. If I miss them, which sometimes it's hard to cut and glue and do all that stuff and see what I'm doing. If I miss your questions along the way, I will grab them when I'm all finished and answer them then. Okay, so these were, what did I say, about, I've already forgotten, about 8 inches long. You're just going to bend it over and glue the two sides together like this. And this glue is not hot, not super hot anyways. So if you let it cool for just a second, you can pull some of the excess off with your fingers. Okay, there is one ear. And let's do this one. So we're gonna make a man bunny. Thank you for sprinkling, Cindy. I appreciate it. Carolyn says, how sweet. Hello, Patricia. Patty says those are heart eyes. Okay, so here's our ears. So we're gonna attach those first before we start the process of winding the rope around it. And for my lady here, I don't know if you can tell, but I put the back of her ears just a little thin lace, just to curly it up a little bit. So you're going to put these really towards the top of your bunny's head, and all this glue will be completely covered up. Bunny ears, yeah. Okay, so I have to tell you guys something funny. I have been working on this project for a couple of hours, getting everything all worked out, you know, all that jazz. And I've had this song stuck in my head as a result. And I want to tell you the song, and then I would like for you to tell me if it gets stuck in your head as well. And also I would love to know, where did this song come from? I'm wondering if maybe this was a song that I learned in Girl Scouts or something. Could have been. So, I'll just get this second ear on. Don't attempt to pull the glue off until it's cooled just a little. And do not do that if you are using regular hot temperature hot glue. Yes, Patty, it's Little Bunny Foo Foo. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what I remember. I don't know if I remember this from elementary school or probably Girl Scouts, because I belonged to a Girl Scout troop when I was little, where we did tons of singing. And I won't kill you with my singing, but who remembers? Little bunny foo foo, I don't want to see you hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. So that's what I've been singing in my mind ever since I started this project. Those are better size ears. Those make more sense. My little girl here, I might try to pop those ears off and see if I can replace them with something longer. All right, if you have a Dollar Tree and you're going to be using Dollar Tree supplies, this nautical rope you think is going to always be available at Dollar Tree. But I swear, every time I need it, I cannot find it for the life of me. So when I do see it, and I'm just going to start wrapping this around and around and around. When I do see it at Dollar Tree, I try to always grab some. So I got, I don't know, 5 or 6 this time. But, and what you're gonna need for each bunny is one whole strand, 6.8 feet long for the large bunny, and then an additional, say 20 inches, 18 actually, for the ears. Okay, so I've got it around once. I'll show you this in just a second. And I'm just wrapping. This takes a little while. Is it Peter Cottondale Hopping? Oh, that's a good song too. No, it was actually Little Bunny Foo Foo. You could use the thicker nautical rope for the ears, somebody said. I couldn't find that this time. I don't know if you are aware that in this style of nautical rope, they have a regular thickness, which is what I think this is. And then they have some that's a little bit shorter, but it's thicker. So whatever you want to do, but I would use the same rope for the whole body. Don't switch midway from a thinner to a thicker. You can use a thicker for the ears if you want, but that just would be my advice. So see, I'm just going around and around and around. And I'm pushing each row into the glue and up to the row above it. There are going to be glue strings galore. Somebody said that, somebody was saying that they were a kindergarten teacher and that they used to teach that Little Bunny Foo Foo song. Maybe that's where I learned it, in school. I don't know. I have so many random songs stuck in my head from when I was younger that could be it. And unfortunately, or fortunately, God did not give me a good singing voice. He gave me a pretty good crafting ability, but not a good singing voice. So I can't sing any of these random songs. Can you use jute rope? Yes, you absolutely could. It's going to look a little bit more like this, because this is that jute rope. You want something that's reasonably thick, not the regular thin rope. Otherwise, it'll take you 4 years to wrap it. And I am not that patient. Maybe you are. I am definitely not that patient. So let's quick get this around. This is going to be our daddy bunny. And I will make a total of 5. And I think I'm going to do 2 of these little galvanized tin pots, which I got mine at Goodwill for $1.09. Who knows when? They've been in my craft stash. But you can get these little galvanized tin bucket things at Dollar Tree too. So just use what you have whenever possible. That is totally my crafting motto. Don't go buy something to do a project if you have something that will work just fine. That's the reason why I'm using the tails, the fluffy tails. You could also make fluffy tails by just making some pom-poms out of whatever color yarn you want. With this project, I would probably choose cream to go with the rope so they don't completely stick out, but pink would be cute too. But if you're doing this with a little person in your life, then, you know, get some bright colored pom-poms, and you don't have to use hot glue if you're doing this with a little person. You can use just some of that Eileen's tacky glue. Let me show you what that looks like. Here it is. You can sometimes even get this stuff at Dollar Tree. It's just a real thick white, it's like a school glue, but it's really thick. The advantage to hot glue is that it dries so fast. But you could always, you know, depending on the age of the little people that you're crafting with, you could always help them with this part and then let them go to town with the decoration. Okay, I'm getting there. The process for the little egg is exactly the same. You put your dowel in the bottom, then you make your ears, which I did 6 inches for the ears for this little one right here. Whoops. And then you start wrapping the body. And then you can embellish these however you want. Okay, let me show you what this is looking like as we're coming around to the bottom. See, I'm just wrapping. And for right now, I'm ignoring all the glue strings. But you could use a heating device, a blow dryer, something like that if you want to melt all the glue strings easily. Okay, and obviously I did not go straight, but it does not matter. Nobody is going to be checking the underneath of my little bunny. Let me get some paper towels so I can get rid of some of those glue webs that are on my hot gluing device. Okay, let's finish this puppy up. And I feel like nobody's going to look at the very, very bottom, so I'm not going to fuss about getting it completely straight or completely covered. You do need another piece of tape to finish your rope off, and I am just going to put a piece of tape on here and wrap it tight, and then I'll cut in the middle of the wrap. So this piece is left to do something with, whatever. All right. Okay, I think what I will do is I will have this be the front. And you can kind of shape your ears how you want. I thought about putting wire in them, but that was just too hard. Okay, so let's do the tail, and I'm just cutting these pom-poms off of this garland that I have because that's easy. So you could make pom-poms, you could buy pom-poms. This is my back. I'll probably come back and add more glue just to make sure that it's fully pressed down and on there. Here's the back of our little bunny. Isn't he cute? Oh my goodness. I am so glad that I saw these at Dollar Tree, and then it started me thinking about these. Where's the other one? That I made for a dough bowl, and that this started me thinking about what can I do with these little eggs, and then that I did wrap eggs last year, but I cannot find those. So I was like, what could I do that's slightly different? And this is what I came up with. Okay, for our dad bunny, I was thinking that we would just make a little bow tie. And I'm using canvas stack. What's happening here? I'm just going to glue that on there, and I will put a button And hopefully sitting next to the mama with the bow, that'll make sense that that is supposed to be a little bow tie. Meaning that this bunny is a boy. Okay, let me just grab a little button of some sort. Buttons, but I'm kind of getting to the point where the ones I do have are not super great. Okay, let's put this on here. And I'll hold this up with our mama. I could put this right here even. Tilt her. And here we go. So I will probably make 2 more bunnies. I will probably make a little boy bunny and another little girl bunny. Let me show you how I did my pots. What do you guys think? Do this or this if you like it. I see lots of people on. If you feel like sprinkling, that would be awesome too. Look how cute the back of these is. So let me show you one more time what I used for my pom-poms. I'm not saying that this is what you need. This is just what I had. This was a garland from Walmart that was for a Christmas tree. And I bought it at the end of the season for 70 or 90% off. So I probably only paid a couple dollars. It's super soft and it's cream. So I was like, I'm just going to use these pom-poms. Whether I wish they were littler or not, they work just fine. So if you saw this arrangement, do you instantly know that these are bunnies? I may take her ears off and try to make some longer ones. Okay, let's do the pot. To make my pot, all I did was, these came from Goodwill. Who knows where they came from originally? IKEA. Came from IKEA originally. And I am just going to take 2 of these little pieces of floral foam from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to stick them in my pot. And push them down. I'm pushing that one down like that. And then I'm going to go the other direction with this one. And then, this is the decorative shreds. What is this color called? Natural from Dollar Tree. Pull some out. And I'm going to throw a little bit of hot glue on the top of this block. It's not absolutely necessary, but it does help your shreds from going everywhere. And then I would keep fiddling with that. And you could make your bunny shorter if you want, just cutting the little stick, your dowel, and breaking it off. They're easy to do. Anyway, so if you saw an arrangement on my kitchen table or my mantle or something like that, and you saw these together, Wouldn't you think that would be pretty cute? Ruth says she loves that bunny. And the rust-covered cottage, hey Christina, you're on my list. I have to get back with you, and I will do that today. What size egg? Well, the big one I think was around 4.5 or 5 inches long. These little ones, what does it say? Let me see. It doesn't say, but they're from a package of Styrofoam eggs from Dollar Tree. They're probably 2 inches. Use whatever size you can grab. And then this is the rope, which looks like this. Also from Dollar Tree. So this is nearly a complete Dollar Tree craft. Not quite. But, so I'm going to do 2 more. I'll do 1 more. I'll probably do 2 more boy bunnies, little ones. And I'm going to see if I can yank these ears off of my mama and make her some new ears that are longer like Papa. If I can't, I'm just going to live with it. But I do like the longer ones. And I think the size that I did for Mama works great for the little ones. Anyways. Well, I'm so glad that you guys liked this project. I was excited to bring it to you. I just had a lot of loose ends to get ready before I could go live with it. But I would love it if you sprinkle, if you feel like it. Feel free to ask questions. Let me know if you would like my, you know what, I'm going to just put my complete supply list in the very first comment because Facebook has not been liking for me to respond to everybody with the supply list. In fact, lately, they've blocked a bunch of my answers. So if I didn't answer you, it's probably because Facebook did it. They've blocked them saying that they're spam. So if you want the complete supply list, I'll put them in the description of this video, and I'll also put them in the first comment, and if you're watching on YouTube, I'll put them in the description there as well. It would be cute to use the Dollar Tree burlap ribbon with the lace middle to line the daddy's ears and make his bow tie. That would be adorable. You know, I thought about these also. Have you guys been seeing these? I thought about throwing some of these in here, but I'm going for neutral. So I'm going to stick with that, but you could certainly do that or add some small Easter eggs or little grass or flowers, absolutely whatever you might like. All right, I will get pictures because this looks so messy. I will get pictures. I'll put those here for you. Lisa says she lost me off Facebook somehow and she's glad I popped back up. I don't know. Hey Joyce, I wish I understood the mysteries of Facebook, but I don't, and I honestly don't think very many people do, if anyone. So just when I figure something out, they change everything. Anyways, I'm glad you're back. You can always just search in your Facebook search bar, DIY Dreaming, and it's all squished together, and it should pull up my page, and then you can, you know, scroll up and down and see if there's anything you want to watch, or you could hop over to my YouTube channel as well. Alrighty, you guys have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. Be looking for pictures, be looking for my complete supply list in the first comment and in the paragraph describing what this video is about. And if you decide to do some bunnies, some egg bunnies, some rope wrapped egg bunnies, that's what I'm going to call them, on Dowels, I would love to see pictures. So you could put those here in these comments, or you could also put them over at Dreamy DIY, which is the Facebook group I set up for all of us to be able to share our craft project photos with each other and get even more ideas. If you haven't joined that yet, just search in groups on Facebook, Dreamy DIY, and then be sure to answer the questions, or else my admin won't be able to admit you to the group. It's free. There's no gotcha for it. The only thing they ask is that you don't share other crafters' videos there, that you don't use it to try to sell anything, and that you be nice, which of course you will. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.